First of all, to give you context, I'm in Europe right now. I'm gonna show you the view because this is the most European view possibly ever. There's like a train. Something about a train, very European. I'm in Amsterdam at the moment, and I'll explain why and the whole thing in just a second. I posted a video maybe like over a month ago in which I explained to you guys what's been going on in my life in the past 7 months, and I have dealt with being sick, being in a lot of pain, and not really finding out exactly what it was until it kind of made sense for me and the doctors, because we've done every possible test that I might just be under a lot of stress, which, you know, I thought it makes sense because I am under a lot of stress and I'm a hard worker, and I know sometimes I take it just a little bit too far where I'm like, I shouldn't be doing all these things. Like, some of the things I'm doing, they could be done by someone else, but I like to be hands on everything that I do, which it can be a good and it can be a bad thing, honestly. Depends how you look at it. I sometimes think it's a blessing, sometimes I think it's a curse. I explained it to you, I've seen a lot of different doctors in a lot of different countries, and that's kind of the conclusion we got to. I've checked everything, every possible blood test. I've had a camera inserted with a tube through my mouth, one through my behind. I can't believe this is on YouTube now. I came all the way to Europe to do this test in which you swallow a camera and basically it films your whole insides from like your mouth all the way until you poop the camera out. I'm not making this up. This is a real thing. I look it up. I've done it. It's maybe been like the worst, like, I don't even know at this point, like 8-9 months of my entire life. Like, it has been honestly terrible. If you want to see it in detail, go watch the other video, but basically I just have a lot of discomfort, burning, like I've been run over by a truck, kind of my entire body, but mostly this area. It was kind of difficult for me to accept that the doctor said that this was stress, and I was told this by doctors in America and doctors in Europe. Like, they were all in agreement. They said, you do not have to travel the world. You're stressed. You have a lot of anxiety, which is true. I believed it, but I also knew that I've always been this stressed. I've always been this anxious, just never had this amount of pain in my entire life. Someone please help me. So I came to a doctor in Europe, and this was the best. This is supposed to be the best doctor when you have this kind of like the areas in which I have pain. He figures out for everyone what it is. If you look any research paper, his name always comes up. The best of the best. And he basically confirmed that all the other doctors I've seen so far were actually wrong, that this was not just caused by stress and anxiety, that there was something very real happening with my body, which has been really hard to like wrap my head around. All the money that I've spent and all the doctors I've seen, that I guess they didn't help at all. I was just kind of wasting time. So this doctor, first of all, looked at every single exam that I've done in different countries, and he looked at the medications that I was taking, and he said, basically, the medicine that I was given, it should have fixed the problem. Like, it should have stopped all my discomfort and everything if the doctors had been correct. And I was kind of feeling better, but not really, you know? And his reaction was, well, then we know that the doctors were probably wrong. This had never been said to me at this point, but this doctor was the first one to suggest that my problem might be something with my brain. Like, something in my brain was receiving pain signals, like the brain receptors. I really do not know anything about this in medical terms, so please, like, I'm trying to explain to you the very simplistic way that they explained it to me. Bear with me. My brain was receiving a lot of pain signals. My brain was basically telling me that we are dying. We are dying over here, you know? If I would eat something, whatever it was, it does not matter. It wasn't related to what the foods that I was eating. Just the normal things that my body was doing. My actual body was functioning the way it should be, but for some reason, but over here, like there's like a nerve or something that connects our brain to like our stomach, like internal organs area, I don't know. This connection that we have was sending pain signals to my brain. Like, the pain that I was feeling, I don't even think I was completely honest with anyone in my life. It was honestly a 10 out of 10 level of pain for like 7 months. In this connection, that seemed to be where the problem was, that I should not be receiving those pain signals. This is what the doctor suspected. And he said, if this is true, what I think it is, like if there's like a problem in this connection and your pain signals are very real, but the problem is not real, like there's nothing, your body's just functioning as normal, because I've done every possible exam. We need to get a medication that will kind of fix this connection. I don't know exactly how it works, but he gave me a very low dose medication, like very low. Like, this is like, he gave me like a 10 milligram. If you're a pharmacist, I think you know that's low. So he gave me this medication and he said, take it before bed and let's see how you feel. I went home with this medication. I honestly thought, I'd seen so many doctors at this point that I thought, there's no way. There's just no way this is it, you know? I took this medication. And the next day, I woke up at my level of pain, and I don't know how this makes sense, because I know it should take longer in your body for the medication to work, but to me, it felt like it was instant. My pain was at a 0. I was like, I don't have any kind of pain. The second day, I was like, this has to be a coincidence, like, it's probably gonna come back. The second day, no pain. The third day, no pain. A week, no pain. 2 weeks, no pain. And now we're here, where I've taken it for a whole month before I decided to film this video because I really wanted to make sure of this. I've seen the doctor again ever since, and I'm seeing him again in 2 weeks. That's why I'm in Europe right now. If you Google it, some doctors for a long time even believed that this was not a real thing, that they believed that that people complaining from pain that they can measure with physical tests in your body, that it shouldn't be a thing, that it's not real. Maybe some doctors still believe that, but I'll tell you one thing. The nightmare, this actually makes me really upset, so I have to. The nightmare that I've lived for 7 months was very real. It was too real. This doctor honestly saved my life because I honestly, this is gonna sound really dramatic, but I didn't want to be here anymore. I did not want to wake up. Every day I would wake up in physical pain. I would be reminded that I am living a nightmare. Like, I need to get out of this nightmare, you know? It was like, you know when people say, like, health is like the most important thing in your life? And you're like, yeah, sure, but I love money. Yeah, sure, but I love having the newest iPhone or a brand new camera. That used to be me. That used to be what I think. Without you being healthy, without you having your body working, having your brain working at 100%, everything else means nothing. Like, there's no reason for you to wake up when you don't have these basic things that you take for granted. All of this to say that I have been completely pain-free for a month. I have not had any symptoms. I feel normal. I wake up, I feel normal. I can eat whatever I want. I can drink coffee. I didn't drink coffee for 7 months because the doctors said maybe that's it. Maybe it's the things you're eating, you know? I had to be on such a strict diet, which is why I barely filmed for that period of time. You know that, I explained that in the other video. And just life feels good again. I mean, I seem sad because having to tell you about this, I put myself mentally in that place. Like, I just remember feeling like no one's ever going to be able to help me. No one's ever going to be able to figure out what this is. And I'm going to be in pain for the rest of my life. And someone did help me. That is the best gift I've ever received in my life. This doctor, I said, whatever you want, I'll give it to you. Like, do you want a house? I'll buy you a house. I can't afford to buy a house. The sentiment is here. I have a lot of sympathy for anyone who goes through any kind of health struggle. You know, a lot of the people who commented on my previous video, you've told me about your health struggles, and before anything ever happens to you, when people like complain about health situations, like, I would feel bad, but I wouldn't understand it. I did not get it. I never understood what it's like to be sick, and now I get it. Like, my level of empathy went from like a 10 to 100. Life is good. Life has been good for a month. I'm traveling. I'm here to make more videos for you guys. I am not stressed. And also, stress didn't cause this. I might never find out what caused this. This was that was the question I had for the doctor. Like, why? Why did this happen? Like obviously you guys see the foods that I eat in my videos, and it might seem like I eat fast food all the time. But like, keep in mind, like, I post 3 videos a week, and most, that's like 3 meals. For the rest of the time, I've mentioned in videos, like, I eat generally healthy. I work out. Fair enough, not every day, but like, at least 3 times a week. I don't have a single bad habit. I don't even drink alcohol. Like, nothing. Like, I am like the healthiest person. It was so hard for me to understand why this was happening to me when I kept seeing other people, you know, drinking and smoking and, I don't know, doing drugs or whatever. Like, it was so difficult for me to see them do those things and be healthy, and I was the one stuck in this nightmare. It was really difficult for me to wrap my head around that. And even now, when like I asked the doctor, what was the reason? Why did this happen? Why me? It can be a lot of things. It can be genetics. It can be your environment. And some people have it so much worse than I did. Because for me, it was kind of like a localized pain. It was not throughout my whole body. But some people have, even if you touch your hand, it sends pain signals to your brain. Like, just sitting down on a chair. I did not have it to that extent. So hope this is it for me. I hope I can take this medication for now. Maybe eventually we'll stop taking it. I feel like the nightmare is over. I feel like myself again. I want to go film videos. I had so many comments and so many people sending me so many messages of support, and a lot of you were worried, and I hate that. I hate when I know that people are worried about me. I cannot sleep at night thinking that. So here's me officially telling you to please not worry about me. I'm okay. I'm doing great. I love you guys. I really do. Like, I say this in every video, and sometimes I say it and, you know, it just seems like a thing, like a way to finish my videos, but I mean that with my whole heart. The amount of support that you guys have given me over so many years. This is not something that happens to other people. I follow a lot of content creators. I see audiences come and go, and like some of you guys have been here for over 10 years. That isn't real. I have no idea how I'm ever gonna be able to say thank you for this. And I've said this since day one. I don't know how I deserve this, but somehow I haven't. And you know that I always try my best to always be here for you guys, and I try my best to like not mess this up, you know? I love you. It seems like a sad video, but I'm happy, okay? So don't worry about me. And also I have pink hair. Like, you didn't know that. I forgot you didn't know that. Bye bye.